I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
Well?
I fucking hate you. Don't know how to tell you this. I hope your ovaries ignite in flame. Spontaneous ovary combustion.
You want to break up with me. That's it, isn't it? Just say it.
And I hope your uterus gets sucked out your asshole.
Say it.
By a gremlin.
Just fucking say it!
With a straw. Look. It's a little more severe than that. It is correct, yes. Our relations from this moment on will cease. But I'm afraid the entire scope of this parting is a little bit more complicated. Allow me to explain.
Why the fuck are you talking like that?
As I was saying, over the course of these last 3 years, as you well know, I have been your companion. During this time, I have experienced a level of misery that simply cannot be quantified. To even attempt to convey the torment which you have caused me would be futile, as there are literally no sufficient means of expressing the degree of despair that your presence in my life has engendered. Suffice to say, the anguish that comes with being a romantic partner is truly to such lengths that a lesser man may very well have ended his life by this point. But not I. No, I ventured forth upon the arduous task that is being your mate, not out of some latent masochistic yearning for punishment, but because I knew were not I that had to experience this agony, it would be another. So to prevent this fate from befalling a fellow member of my gender, I shouldered the burden. Yes, I sacrificed my happiness for the sake of my fellow man. Admirable, I know, some might even say Christ-like. But unfortunately, I myself am only a man, not spawned from a deity, and I was doomed from the onset, as the task I ventured to take on was one that no mere mortal could accomplish. To withstand you for so long a period truly requires a strength of will simply not found on this plane of existence. So it was with great regret that I accepted my defeat. But of course I could still not in good conscience allow you to go on and inflict this level of suffering upon another human being. So after much thought and consideration, I came to the determination that there was no other viable method of preventing this from happening other than by killing you.
Uh-huh. Wait, what?
Yes, now if you could please keep your cunt mouth closed until I have finished. Thank you. It was at that point that I realized it was my moral obligation to end your life. Of course, I was aware that this was no light matter to undertake, so to be assured that I was doing the right thing, I presented the issue to your parents and friends. Of course, I expected some reticence, but I was very pleased to find that they were all behind me 100%. In fact, they all exalted my courage for finally taking these matters into my own hands. You would think that at least a person's mother would find something of worth in their offspring to merit their continued existence, but no, not even her. You truly are just a horrible person, I'm afraid, and everyone agrees that it's in the best interest of humanity that you do not continue to live. Now, having the consent of your, and I use the phrase lightly, loved ones, the only thing keeping me from venturing forward was the legality of the act. Fortunately, this was something quickly resolved, as almost immediately upon presenting the case to the Office of the Presidency in a very eloquent double-spaced email, I was granted a full presidential pardon and the go-ahead to proceed with full government sanction. In fact, they were so cooperative as to supply me with the Special Forces Ops specifically assigned to this task. Go ahead and say hi, Sam.
YOLO!
Now, I do realize this may be a whole lot to take in at once. But fortunately, I'm relieved of having the burden of giving a shit. Now, I'm going to take my leave and let Sam get down to business. Oh, and if you have any last words, please keep them to yourself. Because nobody gives a fuck. Toodles.